So far, this has been a very treated trail. There hasn't been a lot to look at, if I'm being completely honest. So we're about 4.5 miles in. We probably started gaining elevation around mile 4 or so. We're making our way to Deception Pass, and hopefully we should be there pretty soon. We're gonna stop for some lunch, get Lolly some food and some water, and take a quick 5 before we make our final push up to Marmot, and then hopefully our final push up to Jade. So we're a little over 5 miles in, and we just reached Deception Pass, and I stopped to get some food for myself and Lolly, and the mosquitoes are absolutely terrible. Thankfully I brought 100% DEET, and I hate the stuff, but I just lathered it on, and it's keeping them at bay for the most part. But I've talked to a few groups, and they've all mentioned the mosquitoes are terrible on this trail. So I'm hoping the higher up I get, maybe the better the mosquitoes are. So, but we're just hanging out, catching 5. Lolly's schnoozing, and we'll be back on the trail here momentarily. But yeah, we're probably only about halfway there. So to Jade, I know it's about 10 miles to get there total, with about a total of 4,000 feet of elevation gain. We've only gained like 1,000 so far, so I think our next half of the trip to Jade is going to be pretty steep. So kind of gearing up for that, trying to muster in my inner strength and energy, and I'm just hoping that we have an open campsite at Jade Lake tonight. So we will see you guys back on the trail here momentarily. So one of my must-have daily pick-me-up snacks, whether I'm on the trail or back at home, is to drink my Magic Mind Mental Performance Shot. This is an all-natural energy boost supplement that I've incorporated into my daily routine for the last 3 months, and I can't recommend it enough to you guys. You can drink it on its own, or you can follow my method, which is to pair it with my morning coffee, and together the two work side by side to give me long-lasting, all-day energy. Now, I notice a difference drinking Magic Mind every single day, but where I've really noticed a difference is working my full-time job as a firefighter paramedic, and trust me, you're going to want to give this stuff a sample for yourself. If you do want to try Magic Mind, check the description box below for the link and use my discount code DANNYS20 to get up to 48% off. So we're making our final small push up to Marmot Lake, and it's been kind of a long day, and I think I've made the decision that for night 1, we're just gonna stay at Marmot. So my ultimate goal for the day was actually to make it all the way up to Jade Lake and camp there, but in talking to quite a few people on the trail, it sounds like a lot of people have come into Jade today, and everybody has basically said the same thing. So I'm a little bit afraid that there might not be any campsites. And it's also been just a pretty long day. It's about 4 in the afternoon. I left Idaho at 2 o'clock this morning and drove all the way over here. I'm a little bit tired, Lolly's a little bit tired. And I think if we just make it at Marmot Lake, we'll pitch camp pretty darn early and just get out of there and make it for Jade, and then make it to our actual destination. I hope you guys see it later in the video, which means we made it. So again, we're on our final ascent up to Marmot. We're gonna find camp there. All right, so this is what we have. We just have this little space. It's not the most level, but we have pretty good little trail to water access. It's far enough away, but it's pretty close at the same time. I think it'll work. So we have some really dark clouds rolling right in on top of us. And the wind has really picked up, probably in the last half hour or so. And I'm a little bit curious as to what is going to happen here in the next half hour or hour. Because these are moving in fast. And nothing was supposed to happen in the forecast but be nice and sunny and warm. So we'll see. We're prepared for it, but we don't want it. Right, Lol? Come on. Are you excited for your dinner? Huh? Are you drooling? High five. Oh, thank you. Okay. Yeah. All right, it is 8:15 p.m. and we're in bed. We are exhausted, and we were just outside eating, doing things, and Lolly and myself were just getting completely eaten alive by mosquitoes. So we kind of barricaded ourselves in this tent, and now that I'm in it, I'm getting kind of tired, and I think it's about to be lights out. So now it's decided to rain. It is a little after 6 in the morning, and the plan was actually wake up around this time, pack up, and beat feet for Jade Lake. But it's been sprinkling probably since 4:30, 5 o'clock, and it comes and then it goes. I thought it was done, so I deflated my sleeping pad, went outside, and it just started dumping again. It's gloomy out there, so we're just in the tent kind of waiting it out. I don't really want to pack things up wet, so yeah, that's the plan for the morning. Hopefully we'll get going soon. So here's the weather forecast on the Garmin. Looks like 7 a.m. 70% chance of rain, and then it goes to 30% chance at 9 a.m. So we might have to wait it out for a while. Okay, so here's the sitch. So we got here at Jade Lake probably around 9 a.m. or so. And when I got here, I met a really cool couple that was actually in this tent site that I'm in right now. And they generously offered it to me if I wanted it because they were hiking out. And I kind of had a decision to make because my ultimate goal was to get here to Jade Lake, get across the water, and actually climb up to Dip Top Gap, where I was actually going to camp there instead of here at Jade. But again, I had a decision to make because, one, the weather has not been great. As I'm looking at Dip Top Gap right now and what it's been like basically all morning, it's been pretty clouded in. I'm a little bit afraid that if I got up there, the views would be just completely clouded in, windy, might be a waste of time. Two, my gear from our little Marmot Lake rainstorm this morning was pretty drenched, and I needed to get everything set up, laid out so it could dry. And I don't know if that would have happened up there at Dip Top Gap. So I made the decision to set up camp here, and then, yeah, maybe here in the next hour or two, if the weather kind of continues to get a little bit better, we might get across the water, go up to Dip Top Gap, check out Pea Soup Lake, check out Mount Daniel, and then come back down, and then get out of here tomorrow morning. So that's kind of the plan. We're just kind of taking it easy. Lolly's taking a nap. I'm eating some food and just catching up. So this is probably one of the best sites here on Jade Lake. It's absolutely beautiful. Check this out. Not too shabby. This day, so it's been one. Obviously, in one of the last things I said, my plan was to skirtle across Jade Lake to make it up to Dip Top Gap. But the weather's been so unpredictable. Finally, a little bit of sun came out, but it's been cold, and I hate to admit it, but this morning I got chilled. I think I got wet, and I've just had a hard time warming up throughout the day. So just been kind of taking it easy, and I have a good feeling about tomorrow morning. So we're packing out tomorrow morning. We have to get home. No choice in the matter. But I think if I wake up earlier, I can get across the lake, get up top, and then come back down, and then we'll pack out. And that's kind of what I'm thinking. So for now, we're just taking it easy for the night. Might do some reading, eat some dinner here in a little while, and we're just kind of watching the view out of the vestibule door. I think we have the best tent site on the whole lake. I mean, I can't complain. Cannot complain. Good night, everyone. Good night. High five. A high five. Oh. There it is. Okay. Cold feet. Actually, not bad. Not bad, well. Let's go. Yes. You stay. Yeah. Oh, that sun feels nice. Let's go. This dog is in absolute heaven right now. Come on, come here. Good girl. Come on. Are you happy? Are you happy? Yes. Woo! Lolly, we made it to Dip Top Gap. Lolly, come here. Come here. No. Okay, so we are on our way down from Dip Top Gap. Woohoo! Skiing down. And we have to get back to Jade Lake because we are packing out today. And so we didn't spend a whole lot of time up there at the top. But man, it's absolutely gorgeous. Just see views of Mount Daniel, all the surrounding peaks to the north behind Jade. It's just a beautiful day, and I'm so glad that we waited to do this until today. But we've got to get down, paddle back across, and then get out because it's noon right now. And then the plan is to hike out 11 miles back to the trailhead and then drive 5-6 hours back to Idaho. And so it's going to be a long day, but I wouldn't have it any other way because it's been so worth it. Just an amazing bluebird day. So we will see you at the bottom of Dip Top I'm going back across Jade. Woo-hoo. Let's go. Good girl. Come on, Lo. There we go. Woo. Good girl. Good girl. Whew. That's a cold butt. Come on. So guess who left a trekking pole all the way on the other side where we stashed our boat? This guy. So now we have to go back. I'm never gonna get out of here. But it's more time on the water. So let's go get that and then maybe we'll get camp packed up. It's like 2 in the afternoon. It's gonna be a long night. Okay, so we are just packing out here of Jade Lake. I'm really behind. So it's a little after 4 p.m. and we've got over 11 miles to hike out. Now, when I hiked in, it said my moving time total was a little over 7 hours. Obviously, I'll be going downhill a lot more. So, hope maybe I can do 5. Maybe get back to the trailhead by 9. But I've got a headlamp. It's gonna make for a late night. Then we've got a 5-hour drive home. So, I didn't film a whole lot. I just had to pack, and now we're on our way. We'll see you guys on the trail. All right, just made it to Deception Pass. I think it might be one of the last ones on the trail. Got really quiet, but we're coming up on 8 p.m. I don't think I'm gonna be back to the car by 9, unfortunately. But we're grinding away. Just bummed there's not gonna be any Chipotle's open or anywhere. I'm just hungry. Motherfucker. Might be a cat. Let's go, Ollie. Some eyes looking back at me. So I just turned my camera on to record. And I noticed Lolly was pointing at something, so I looked, and probably 30 feet away, I shined my light right on some eyes that were looking right at us. I haven't seen them for a couple minutes since I've been walking backwards, but oh, I do not want to run into a cat right now. I have my gun drawn and everything. I do not like that. Oh, the trailhead. You are a Sight for sore eyes. You did so good. You did so good 25 miles later or something like that. Good job, dude. Well, that was quite the way to end the trip. I don't know what that was. So I was walking along, and then I got to thinking, like, I haven't recorded in a while, and so I just turned the camera on briefly to get a shot of Lolly kind of running with my headlamp on. And as soon as I turned the record button on, and you can probably see it maybe in the clip, she looked like she pointed at something, and so I looked and turned my headlamp, and eyes looking straight at us, probably 20 yards away, not too far. And it looked like it was maybe about, waist high to me, 3 feet. And it was just sitting there watching us. And in my mind, like, it had to have been a mountain lion, and obviously I didn't confirm it, but I don't know, it's the right time of night for it, and it was just sitting there watching. And I'm thankful for Lolly that she was able to see it. But man, my head was on a swivel every 15, 20 seconds probably, until we got back here to the trailhead. Always looking back, and I probably walked backwards for a good solid 5 minutes. But I drew my gun and everything. That was something. But it got us to the trailhead, I think, a lot faster. It kind of kicked me in the pants to move a little bit. But that was the Jade Lake backpacking trip. It was a blast. So in total, pack rafting included, we went like 25.75 miles with about 5,300 feet of vertical gain, and your boy's tired. It's a little after 10 o'clock p.m. right now. We have about a 5.5 hour drive home. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to leave a big thumbs up on it, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. And I hope you all liked it. We're gonna go find some Taco Bell, hopefully in Allensburg, Washington, and get on our way home. So thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you on the next one. Also, big thanks to Magic Mind for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to check my link down in the description box below for up to 48% off your first order. Danny S20 will get you just that.